Thank you for listening to MichaelFranklinJr.com on Anchor FM. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Hello, everybody. Welcome to MichaelFranklinJr.com. Today I have various topics that I want to talk about. One of them is Bryon Allen. Again, I have to send another message out to people who are hearing about Bryon Allen and his economic inclusion. I believe the hearing was today. I didn't get to hear anything or find out anything about it yet. I am looking online to find out what happened in the Supreme Court today because it's November 13th, and I believe that everything was supposed to be happening today. Of them filing the lawsuit or trying to change section, 1081 or something like that from the civil rights lawsuit. The civil rights for economic inclusion that Bryon Allen is fighting right now. I've been talking to a lot of different people, and it seems like nobody knows that this is happening right now. That's very disappointing. I watch a lot of YouTube videos and I get a lot of information from online. And I don't know if everybody else do it, but nothing's being broadcast on the news. He was on the Breakfast Club, but I don't know who's. I don't ever even listen to the Breakfast Club interviews on the radio. I usually see them online. So you have to be online in order to get all of this information. And I've been watching a lot of videos about Bryon Allen and the things that he's doing, the things that he's talking about. He just came out with a movie called Hostiles. Hostiles is supposed to be about, I didn't get to see the movie. I was trying to watch the movie so I can really see the points that he hit on. But it was about how pretty much the United States has taken America from the Native Americans, or from what they would call the so-called Indians, because I guess they thought they were in India. But that's one thing I've been watching a lot of videos about, and getting a lot of information and talking to a lot of people about it. And there's still a lot of people don't even know what's going on right now as far as the. He owns entertainment studios. He's black, one of the black billionaires, and he's really reaching to be a trillionaire. And I was also watching the Black Financial Channel, Dr. Boyce Watkins, and he was saying that maybe he should stay in his own lane and just deal with the black dollar. Deal with black people in having our own money and having, just dealing with black people. But I remember Bryon Allen even addressed that situation. He said he wants to be a global entity. He doesn't want to be pigeonholed to just do black movies, just focus on black people. He wants to be a global entertainment mogul and not just for black people. I know a lot of the times us as black people, we don't want to be. I know you're right. We know a lot of the times we don't want to be included in someone else's system. But I think that he wants to go outside of someone else's system. He wants to not only not be included in their system, but go around and attack it from the outside of their system. We're stuck in this right now. We're stuck in this white man system, because even if you build a business, when you try to build a business, you have to go to the Secretary of State, the Secretary of your state, and you have to put money into this government in order to have a business license, in order to be able to do business. That is, we still have to follow their system regardless. But in the entertainment industry, you can create something and begin to get paid off of it. You can create podcasts. It's all about content. He said you can become a millionaire just off posting content online. So I encourage everybody. I'm a web developer. I do graphic design for websites. I do right now I'm getting ready to get into video production and producing videos that are going online on YouTube and all of that type of stuff. So I am going to be creating a lot of content. He has got me super motivated right now with the last speech that he just had. It's been amazing. It's been an amazing time just listening to this man and seeing the things that he's doing. I've been learning a lot. So, you guys, I just need you to stay tuned in the near future. I'm going to keep bringing out information on this as soon as I find out what happened in the Supreme Court with Comcast and Charter, because and the civil rights thing. We have to continue to fight, because right now the gays and lesbians and the homosexuals are doing way more than we are and getting more rights than us as Black people. And I'm not against whatever whatever it is that they're doing. However, I really feel that we as Black people should be fighting harder. We should be supporting this man, especially the people who are celebrities and people who have money, who can support him. They should be right there behind him. They should be posting information. They should be sharing this information. I haven't seen anything anything about other people Kamala Harris. I guess Kamala Harris has written a letter. Bernice King, the daughter of Dr. Martin Luther King, she's supporting. But I really don't see that much of a push in any other in the Black community. Matter of fact, most Black people don't even know what's going on. So I'm here to let you guys know to go look up Bryon Allen, look up all his, watch all of his YouTube videos. I just did a show the other day about how America owes Africans $14 trillion for the slave trade, for all the free labor that we've done. I did a show with my daughter talking about the crazy things that people do online to get paid. I think that we should, as Black people, we should do more positive things to get paid. I know right now, as a matter of fact, the thought movement is going crazy right now with girls and guys being straight, non-monogamous relationships, just doing anything that they want to do, having sex with multiple people and just, being players in it. I was lost when I was young. That's how I grew up. I grew up there thinking that it was okay to mess around with different women. And that was because of music, because of hip hop, because of the things I listened to. They basically showed me that it was okay. I've grown up and I've learned a lot now. And now I know that, man, I wish that I was a virgin until I got married. Honestly, I love my kids and all, but I wish that I would have stayed a virgin until I got married. I wish I would have married a virgin, and that way we would, we'd be the only people that we have ever slept with. I think this is pretty much, it's not good. It's kind of nasty when you think about it. Being nowadays being a grown man. Being with somebody who's been with somebody else, or, period. You know, I'm coming from a blended family. You know, I married my wife, and my wife had 3 kids. I had 3 kids outside of marriage. So, you know, on both ends, we've been with other people, and then we come together, and now we're, you know, a couple. You know, I love my wife and everything, but I wish that I had been the only one. I wish that she had been the only one. However, at this point, that's not the case. So, you know, I just got to live with where I'm at. So that's what I'm doing, living where I'm at. But there's a lot going on. The impeachment of right now, they're pushing to impeach Donald Trump, which is crazy to me. You know, but it shows how far America is coming a little bit, you know, but it also shows how lost people are, you know, because they still depend on a president, you know, they still depend on the president of this global corporation to dictate everything that they're going to do. When, you know, they create the laws, the Congress create the laws, and we still have to depend on the White House or a group of white people in the White House to do everything for us. That's why I don't care about voting. You know, I understand what Dr. Boyce Watkins really said. We don't need to include ourselves in their system. I know I don't want to include myself in their system. However, we're at this present point, we're under our system, trying to create our own systems within their system. And I want to get out of that. Economic inclusion is something that, you know, we need to do to where we can get out of their system and we can begin to have a say-so. I think this man is trying to take power. You know, he's trying to take power. He's trying to go around, use the laws that were put on the books to go around them and tell them, listen, I'm not asking you for nothing. I'm taking what I want because I'm owed that. You owe me that. You know, we created this country. We built it. You know, we built it even though we were forced to build it. We built this country, you know. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about the things that he's doing. I want to support him. I'm going to do everything that I possibly can to support Bryon Allen. I'm going to probably keep talking about him. You probably going to see about 12 different shows within the next couple of weeks where I'm going to talk about Bryon Allen. And, you know, Bryon Allen, everybody, Killer Mike right now, they're doing some major things. T.I. is doing some major things, but you know they're investing their money in real estate. I mean, I think the future is looking bright for African Americans or for Africans, because I don't even think we're not really included, and we don't have economic inclusion. So we can't even say that we're Americans. We can't even say that we're included in America. So. We need to fight. We need to continue to fight for economic inclusion and take our seats at the table. We need to take what we need to take. You know, we have to fight for it. And if they won't give it to us, we have to take it. Just like they came over here into this country and they took it. They took it from the people who were already here. Well, we taking it back. You know, we're taking it back, and we have love in our hearts. That's the difference between us and, you know, the other people. You know, we have love in our hearts. So, you know, we wouldn't treat people the way that we've been treated. We treat people with love and respect, and we, you know, especially when they do stuff with us, when they work with us, we treat people with love and respect. As most Black people, we do. You know, unless you cross us, unless you do something wrong to us, we're good. We're good people to everybody, all nationalities. I got good friends, Filipino friends. I got Mexican friends. I got white friends. I got all types of different friends that I could just go to and talk to, and you know, even have these conversations about racial equality and racial, you know, the difference between the races, or even the familiar